Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, guys. Roland, Jacques, Ray, guys, good morning. It is Wednesday, December 9th, fellas. Hope you guys had a great afternoon. And there is the 8 o'clock bell. Aspen, good morning. Steve, Hubba, Tony, Bill, Dijon, good morning, fellas. Guys, we don't have much on the docket today. We do have Jolt's job openings at 10. It's not 4-star news. We also have, we do have crude inventory today at 10:30. So we may get something with crude. We'll see what we get. Natural gas had a really nice run up yesterday, late afternoon. I did put a natural gas trade in, member Skype. Currently looking around, markets are quiet. I don't know if you guys have been watching this morning. Daryl, good morning. But this morning, fellas, here's where we're at. Dow futures are up 72 points. S&P futures are up 4, call it 4.5 handles. NASDAQ's down 15. Russell is up 11, almost 12. VIX futures are down about 0.2. DAX is actually up 83. VIX cash is flat. Gold is actually taking a little bit of a punch to the face, down 13. Crude is up 16 cents. Natural gas is up 8 cents. Unless we got, looks like we're going to VWAP here. Unless we've got some warm weather projected. I have no idea what the 2-week forecast is. I haven't looked at it in natural gas. Usually natural gas trades with a 2-week forecast. I will check that. Looking around, NASDAQ, just over 1,000 net sellers currently on the NASDAQ. We are down near the bottom, well below VWAP. Gold, 2,900 net sellers. Russell has net sellers. Natural gas actually has net buyers, 770 net buyers. ES has net sellers, couple thousand. And crude has about 850 net buyers, basically gridlocked on crude. Nice overnight move, but our session has been devoid of a whole lot of movement in crude. Gold looks to be active again today. At the moment, I don't see a whole lot. I'm sure we'll find trades. They may not be as many as we've seen. NASDAQ does look like a long down here for a small trade, but we would anticipate moving back up near 30 and then higher. We should move back up. If anybody is interested in NASDAQ, it looks like it's going up to 30. In any event, guys, we're here. We'll see what we can come up with. I'm sure we will find some trades. Hey, good morning, Chad, by the way. Fellas, if you're here for the week on trial, good morning and welcome back. We're glad to have you. The first 2 days have been very, very good. Paul, good morning. I'm sure we'll find some trades. Hopefully we'll make our money today and get gone. In any event, let me quickly read the disclaimer. Again, I've already talked about news. We don't have much news today. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them. In order to invest in the futures and options markets, do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. As well, past performance, fellas, is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may take a trade live or not does not lend any more or less credence to any trade. So trade accordingly, trade relative to your account. Do not overtrade, and please pay attention. If anybody has questions, please feel free to ask. Yesterday's ES trade, I about caught the low at 76 area. I gave targets along the way, and I said we should reach 3,700. Right? We did. I think we hit 02, 03 yesterday. Yeah, it sure did, Philip. I didn't have it on. I do now. But I think ES will give you a trade. But again, the range is really narrow. You know, for instance, if you look at the NASDAQ, you know, it's a fairly decent range. I mean, the 68s are at 20 and 53. But anybody long NASDAQ? This should go to 30, fellas. 29.5. Anybody long? Okay. I would be looking maybe to take some off about 29.5. We should get 30. We've got to come up through 26.75 right here. Eli, good morning. Here's my targets on NASDAQ. Good morning. Good morning, guys. My targets on NASDAQ are just below the 68, so call it 29.5. 32. These blue lines represent lower highs. So we move up, pull back, lower high, pull back, lower high yet, pull back, all resistance in here. But we should work up into, I would think, 41 to 44, which is point of control. Stop on the NASDAQ, real stop is about 19, 18 and a half maybe. Somewhere 17.5. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, 17. It's got a break right here, 27.25. And then it'll get you quickly your first target. Gold is still going, turning up on the 15-minute. Let's see here, guys. And on the ES, yeah, ES stop maybe 04.5. 04.5. I don't have much to hide behind, so I'm all the way back here. I'm here, but that's not what I wanted. Arrow. I'm back here behind these two dots. And then NQ just has to pop this quarter. It's not much, but it's pre-market. Silver got a great bid off the 68 coming through, right? If you guys trade it, beautiful long at 340 into VWAP, then through VWAP 540. This is a monster trade on silver. 25 bucks a tick. Monster. Copper, nothing. Crude's crawling above VWAP. Now the presumptive trade would be long to 46.07. And then maybe 14. But again, it is inventory day. I generally don't care for how crude trades on inventory day. Natural gas could use a pullback. Yeah, CL has just been really tough to trade in our session for a while. You know, they get these overnight moves. This move here started at 1:51, call it 2 a.m. in the morning. Then you get this small down move at 5:10, and now we're getting nothing. But again, it's inventory day, and crude can be a fickle little trade on inventory. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's go get 29 to a half area. Yeah, it had some nice trades yesterday. That humongous runner was on that Unirenco on the NASDAQ. $700, 700 and change runner on the NASDAQ. Hundred volume. Guys, NASDAQ can trade back to 650. Just letting you know where we can go. 650. Come on, break it right here. This is what's got to pop. There's a trend line on a 5-minute chart. There we go. It's through. It's through. Booyah, baby. First target. First target. Now we got to come through maybe 29.5. One of the things that, for my order flow, guys, one of the things you have to adjust for, right? And I taught this in class. We trade basically to the lip, right? We trade to the lip. And as these are moving down or up, we adjust our targets. So this came down to 29.25. I basically adjust a tick or two to be below the lip, right? Now I still think NASDAQ's going higher, but if you wanted to take targets, it's as this is falling, overhead resistance is coming down. That enables us to slingshot up through, right? Now we know we should trade to VWAP once we get through this. Then at VWAP, we make another decision. Do we fail at VWAP or do we break up through VWAP and keep going? So one of my order flow guys sent me an email about VWAP. VWAP, guys, as I've discussed in class, and I would suggest that you go back through the videos. That's essentially what we're trading to, whether we're above or below. There's 15. It's a nice long from 98.99. Come on, give me 3 more ticks for first target. Trace Moth. I do have a sequential decline, 24, 22, and 3. There we go. Stack buyers. Still a decline, 59, 53, 31, 17. I need buyers here at the high. There we go. It's gone. There's 16. 2 more ticks for first target. Come on, 2 more. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Anybody that may be long natural gas, if you want to cinch your stop up, you can go to 99. Right, basically to break even or break even plus 1, depending on where you got in. 2 ticks to first target. Stacked buyers, all buyers in here. All buyers. First target hit. We hit 21. Boom. Next target. That unfinished auction at 31. 600 buyers. Learn order flow, fellas. It's easy. Got a big buyer here, 173 at 21. 173 cars were bought at 521. But there's your first target. Thank you, Eli. Guys, I have bad trades, but I don't miss a lot. I don't miss many. Or let me say this. I have trades where the market doesn't cooperate, but it isn't often. So you got your first target, guys, from 98.99 to 18. Now it's just free. target, a stop would still be 99 if you want an aggressive stop. This could pull back to 01 area, maybe right in here. This little zone in here, I would expect to hold somewhere in there. Yeah, we just ran out of buyers. We had it here, 4 ticks, 173, 28, 26, 8. I mean, Gerald, that's a personal preference, right? I mean, some people, let me give you, for instance, I get in the car, I put my, I push the button, the ignition starts, and I go to the store. I can't tell you how a car engine works. I can't work on them. I don't know anything about them. Some people want to know how their car runs and change their own oil and change their own air filter and so on and so forth. It's personal preference. What I can tell you is, if you learn order flow, or in the process of learning order flow, and you are learning any skill, then it makes it easier for someone to take a trade generally, and it makes it easier for someone to stay in a trade, right? Because rather than just saying, well, Bob thinks it's along here and Bob thinks it's going here, and okay, I'll trust him on the entry, and instead of holding for 18 and picking up 20, 21, 22 ticks per contract, maybe at the first stall, when it stalled in here, they come out at 7. Right, confidence. They come out at 7. I made money. So one of the things that I try to encourage you guys is, if you're going to take the risk, if you're going to assume risk, meaning every time you place a trade, you assume risk, right? You could lose money. That's risk. If you're going to assume the risk, then you may as well pay yourself. And one of the hard things for a lot of traders is, especially when they don't know what the heck they're doing, and when they've had prior bad experiences, i.e. losing money, one of the difficult things they have is holding for targets. I would ask the question, but I doubt anybody would answer. Anybody, I don't know who took this natural gas trade. A couple of guys said that, half a dozen guys said they did. But how many actually held to 18? I'm sure no one will answer if they came out. Well, and Terry, that's a very common thing for traders that I think we get to. Let's see, I still have my runner sitting at 29. I think you get 31 eventually. I want to see a pullback so we can get back in the trade. Maybe it comes down to 80 VWAP again, but that's a very common thing, Terry. I mean, most traders, most people that get into trading, yep, the unfinished auction. Exactly right, Ray. I think it's at 31, not 29. I could be wrong. 31. Got anything else to shoot for? Oh, buddy, we got one at 598. We have one at 598. I mean, this. No, I mean, it counts, Steve. It counts. Sim or otherwise, it counts. Oh, it was on the bot. But one of the hardest things for traders to do that have, historically lost money is hold until target. I'll tell you this, years ago, before I ever learned to trade, I could take 100 trades a day. I'm just kind of being facetious, and I could lose 100 trades a day. And losing money didn't faze me. Still doesn't. Losing money does not faze me. But I used to become so anxious in the trade. I'd enter a trade, I'd put my stop in and my targets, and I would become so anxious in a trade that I literally could not watch it trade. I literally would put a trade on and would have to walk away because the anxiety was overwhelming. Didn't matter if it was 10 contracts or one contract. And a lot of traders experience that same anxiety. I think most of us. But when you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, yeah, well, silver's another story. I mean, silver is it's like coffee. You wanna sit in something that'll make you anxious. Sit in coffee. $31 a tick. Yeah, James. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's unnerving. The thing is, Steve, it's and I know people, I know rooms that have brought in trading psychologists and whatever. Guys, listen, I can regurgitate all the Tony Robbins bullshit you want me to, right? I mean, I am a big follower, believer in Tony Robbins and psychology in general, and I've done the fire walk, and I've started with Tony Robbins, when his first books and cassette tapes came out, right? You have to, as traders, you have to accept the fact that you're going to have losing trades. I mean, hang on 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me put this in perspective. If you played baseball and you hit 300, they probably pay you $25 million a year, but you still fail 7 out of 10 times. So you have to get over the fact that you're going to have losing trades. It's just inevitable. It's inevitable. Let's see what Nasdaq's doing. Putzing around here in pre-market. Still putzing. I like Nasdaq somewhere long. Hang on, Edward. Down around 14.15 again, all the way down here near the day low. You asked me about ES. First target on ES was 9. It got to 8.5. That was my first target. It looks like we're getting a small pullback. I think ES is a short. I think ES is a short. Good morning, Chris. We could come back all the way to 37, maybe 0102. I don't think it's coming far. I mean, I think clearly we're still in longs. NASDAQ is pulling back. Natural gas is pulling back a shard. Gold is still bid, guys. Target on gold is 67. For those of you that are in it, 67. We're going to get a long on the 15-minute on gold momentarily. Close of the candle, not for 6 minutes. But the 15-minute is going long. Good morning, Stefano. NASDAQ on a 15-minute candle. This is basically a naked chart, right? That's my 50-period moving average. This is my 20, and this is 100. 20's been acting as support. It's just a naked chart. ES, if it's going to fail, it's going to be somewhere between 8 and 10. Natural gas is pulling back, which is good for us. I'd like to see VWAP. Here's gold. A lot of sellers in gold overnight. Silver, if it's going to bid, if anybody likes silver, silver has to come up through 575. And then you can trade it, look, to 700 and even 730. A lot of sellers. ES just does not want to get 9. I really want to see 9 to 10 area and then a fade. Got 111 net buyers in ES. NASDAQ now, to me, looks like we're coming down, fellas, back into the low. If anybody is not in it and you want to take a short, stop has to be 30, 29.5. But I think you can trade it to 15, maybe 14. Again, the range is fairly small. They're not big trades. Is anybody short NASDAQ? Is there anybody short NASDAQ? Okay. I think we come back down into the lows. Again, not a big trade. You might get 5, 6 handles out of the first target. That's it. But who knows, what the runner does. It's just dink and dunk right now. ES is a short. I couldn't get 9. Yeah, it's a short. I see it as a short. Yeah, it's a short. I think ES can come to 01. I think it puts in a new day low. Good morning, Yuri. If I were short ES, I would think we're going to see 7.5 to 4.5. But I think we come down lower than that. I think we come back and test 3,700, somewhere between 37 and 02. Maybe 03. NASDAQ, we could come down 04. I would be looking for longs down there. Here's copper. think she's coming down too. And here's gold.
Order filled.
Gold just filled on the 15-minute. Here's gold on the 15-minute. Look at this. Here it is on order flow. Well, there's my 67 target. 30. I don't hear any news. Yeah, Mark, just give me a call. We're just not going anywhere. Come on, gold. Let's go. Gold is going to have to get through 68 and then 68 half. I don't know that it can get that first target quickly. This is going to be stiff resistance 67.8. That's what it's got to get through, and then we can trade up back up into here 72. But that's resistance right there. Yeah, we're through. We're through on gold. The old 846 move. Come on, gold. You guys have a choice if you're in this bot trade on a 15-minute. It's losing its momentum here. If you guys want to take some ticks, take some ticks. I'll leave this on for the duration. Okay. It was up 700. I didn't take anything off. Let's see. Where's a good stop for ES? 950, 975. Natural gas, you rat bag. $30 on NASDAQ. 29.5, 30. They started to sell it, and this is the problem with pre-market. And then they come in with 12 net buyers, 33 net buyers, and 10 net buyers. I don't think NASDAQ's going far. I would only be interested in a long if it comes down to around 14, 15, the day low, maybe breaks it and then rebounds right back up through that low. ES is going nowhere quickly either. NASDAQ, you piece of work. I want to see natural gas again. Really want to see VWAP tagged. Crude's got buyers. Crude's along. Came up through got an unfinished auction right at VWAP, but crude's along for a small trade to 7 and maybe 14. I'd be way late on the trade. I should have been long somewhere in here. 85. NASDAQ now looks like it's going to go to a stop. Stop here, guys, is 29.50. The hell did we ping off of? Nothing. We didn't even tag the 95. Out. Maybe. 29.50 to the tick. If this NASDAQ dumps here, I'm going to be annoyed. You piece of work. Come on, ES. Get your keister down here. Look, this is the ES. One net buyer in the previous 5-minute candle. I mean, one contract positive delta. It's ridiculous. ES looks like it's coming. NASDAQ bounced back up. And again, looking at a 15-minute, look, we held it again. Can still get to 32. There's no volume in the candles. I mean, look, 500, 400, 400 contracts have traded, right? That's your candle volume. When the market opens, we'll be closer to 2, 3, 4,000 per candle. We're trading a fifth. Still think it's coming down. Same with the ES. Let me build one. Hang on. And Q. What's next week, Gerald? I don't know what that is. What do you mean I don't understand, for free day? I don't know what you're talking about. You got buy volume. God, I hate these colors though.
Senator Warren and Nadler offering up a bill to simplify the bankruptcy system.
Senator Warren and Nadler. I don't have anything on gold. I got nothing from an order flow standpoint. Simplifying the bankruptcy system. I mean, there's gold on the chubby candles. You can see where the volume increases. Buyers in here. This is just normal gold movement. Here's gold on order flow.
Medicines Agency noted they've experienced a cyber attack and they're launching full investigation.
Somebody said they've experienced a cyber attack and have launched a full investigation. Gold looks like it may come down to 60 half. 61 maybe. The bottom of that zone is down here, 60.8. Again, it's pre-market here, fellas. So anything goes in pre-market. Who? FEYE? Who's that? Said that they think the Russians hacked their data? Who's that? Oh, a cyber stock? I don't even know who they are. They just said something about it on the news. Oh, FireEye. Okay. See what the stupid dollar index is doing. Selling. Dollar index is selling. Guys, as I do every day at 9 a.m., I'll take my breakfast break. Anybody take that crude trade? You got your first target at 08, but we left the unfinished auction. Anybody take crude long? Wasn't much of a trade. 8, 10, 12 ticks. Nice job, Gary. In from 65. Well, Gary is in the order flow class. And if I had to guess, if he was in from 65, let's see why he was in from 65. Probably here, right at 8 a.m., coming here, trading back up through VWAP. Am I wrong, Gary? Tell me what time you got into the trade. Correct. This is your long. Stack buyer imbalance, back up into VWAP. That's a simple trade. And then you start trading up into 07, which he got. So 65. Guys, it's in order flow. Gary's in the class. Sideways here on this garbage. Gold is selling into a buy area. There was a nice short here on gold, 63.3. All right, fellas, it's 9 a.m. I'm going to take my breakfast break. Okay? I'll be back in a bit. Don't know why that did that. So we have a gold short on the bot on the 3-minute. First target is off. We came one tick from second. Good morning, Jeff. I'm going to put that down at third. I don't know that we can get 64 ticks. Yeah, we can come to 52.3. I'm going to put it down there. 52.5. Final target is what I see. We're going to want to hold, if it sells again, this 56.5. But if gold breaks, I mean, there's a buy zone between 55 and 57. We're in a buy zone, all in here. This green area on the order flow, that's all a buy zone. But we do have first target off. Let's see here, guys. Let me get some. That's all I see. It's the only thing that's.
The governor said there is more music due to deflationary risks.
ES came to 4.5. We'll see what we get on the open. This delta's increasing. We're at 3,800 to the downside. We could get a bounce. Yeah, it's trying to break lower. Their second target on the bot. This is an area we could bounce. Now, if we sell through this, we still have to sell through 55. If we do, we're going to get down to that 52 area. I mean, we could come down to 27. You know, we've got a break here below the second standard deviation, and we could work down to 53. Natural gas is going again. Anybody have any questions, guys, before we go? Got about 4.5 minutes. I really want to see a pullback on the open in the NASDAQ. And we could zip, NASDAQ can zip now to 45, not much, but I'd like to see a pullback. All right. We bounced out of that little zone down in here, this green area. Gerald, your only interest is in making money with the bots. I come into the room every day, generally not generally, always at 0, right? I try to come in at 0 so that, for instance, if I ran my bots overnight or started them at 6 a.m. as Dean does, and I came in and the bots were up $2,000, who'd care? You guys don't see the trades. So I start mine on gold at 8 a.m., crude at 9 a.m., and then the indices generally around 9:30. But that's only for the benefit of the room so that you guys can see the trades, etc. Has no bearing on what you're doing. All right, guys, couple minutes to the open. I'm going to move this off. I'm going to manually move this down to break even. It's a couple of ticks, but 8 ticks. If it goes up and takes me out, it does. I do have NASDAQ's not going to give me a trade unless it rolls over and dies on the bots. They're in longs. We're up to 3,900 sellers in gold. We get a break. If gold breaks down below here, 56 area, it's coming down further.
It's new, middle of New York.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Mm-mm. 4 seconds, fellas. 3, 2, 1. We're off. There it is. We are off. There goes gold. Come on, gold. Break all the way down. NASDAQ's pulling back. I like 20 area. If it pulls back there, we'll see what we get. I want to see buyers, small sellers on the open, 40, 50 sellers in the opening candle. Now picking up some momentum. Hang on. Q. Hang on, fellas. Sit tight.
Or that EU budget agreement would only apply rule of law clause.
Now we're coming down. This is the trade I was looking for earlier.
Before penalties are enacted.
Here comes the ES as well. Damn, NASDAQ's getting slaughtered. That's okay. Let it get hit.
Please click on your Trade the News tab now to activate your global FX.
Let them hit it. We should get a bounce around 600, I would think. The whole number. If we blow, I don't think we come below that.
This new reports for the new budget deal, citing sources out of the EU.
We're coming into that 600, maybe 97. Gold starting to bounce a bit. Let them go. This was the short I was looking for earlier. This is why I hate pre-market. So far, we're holding 600. All right, guys, hang on. Let me get rid of, move this. And let me get this. Gold should bounce back up to 60.3. Let me just take a look at the NASDAQ. Grossly oversold. Grossly oversold.
Order filled.
What the hell shorted? NASDAQ shorted on the bot.
Target filled.
First target's already filled. This is on the high probability. Hang on, guys. First target's already filled. Here it is. First target's already filled. That's on that high probability 3-minute. Again, my stop is probably too tight to get second or third targets. We're turning up. Out on that. We're turning up. Russell is bid. They're buying Russell at the moment. NASDAQ guys can come, Jesus, this doesn't look good, all the way down to 555. NASDAQ's coming to 78 anyways, guys. 78. ES, I think, is coming down to 01. It's double bottomed at 5.25. NASDAQ's going to get hit, guys, all the way down to 55. $1,600 sellers and increasing. It's all right. Here comes gold. $400 runner on gold. Looks like they're selling everything right off the jump here. NASDAQ's coming down to 556. That's where it's headed, 556. So what is there, no stimulus? ES is coming to 01 anyways. We're coming to 556. Trump with a tweet, massive evidence. Gold is coming down. 52.5. You got a $600 runner on the bot on gold. You got buyers that just tried here, 280, 65 contracts bought here. That could be a short cover. I doubt it could be a net buyer. We don't know. Let them come. Trump out with a tweet. Massive evidence of fraud. For those of you guys that are maybe unaware, the Supreme Court is looking to hear Texas versus. They did not, all they did was refuse to hear the Pennsylvania fraud case. However, the suit that was filed by the state of Texas Attorney General, the Supreme Court has asked for, by Thursday, a response from the defendants, which somewhat indicates they are willing to hear this. NASDAQ could bounce to 99, but it's moot. I don't think we're going higher. Maybe just a bounce, but gold missed my target here by 5 ticks. $700 almost runner. We're not going far in 80 buyers, fellas. 04 looks like somewhere between here and 10 looks like the next short. I don't think we can get above 10. Gold hit 52.5. No, it didn't. Yeah, it hit 7. I'm at half. Here comes the NASDAQ again. 04 was the short. We're in a small buy zone here, back up to 99. We have to break down below that 87, and it's going to get ratcheted again. 87.50. You got big buyers here, 300 buyers here, right at the 95. I'm still not interested in a long here, guys. Not yet. I'd rather miss a trade than get in 2 minutes early. ES is bidding as well, but I think that's short-lived. My stop was too tight on that trade, as I said. We would have had second target. We're trying to hold around 600. Again, I don't think we can get above 10. Come on, one more drop. One more big drop. Is anybody short? Okay. Pulling overhead resistance down. We have a new candle.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, something filled. We got a fill on the Unirenko bot on the NASDAQ. I do not think it can get to 12. Do not think so. We'll see. No buyers. I think you guys can short that 7, 8 area, but I mean, there's no buyers. There's 80 buyers. Let's see what happens at 10. Gold is bouncing. Came a couple of ticks shy of my target. NASDAQ sitting.
Stop filled.
Okay, out on gold. Bots are now positive after a first trade loss. Let me just reload a chart here, guys. Can't get above 10. Here's NASDAQ on the Unirenko. We have a long also on, we have a long on the Russell on the bot on the Unirenko. There's Russell. So the bot has 2 trades on. One on the Russell, one on the NASDAQ.
Target filled.
First target filled on the bot on the Russell, 19 ticks on break even +1. I will move that out. Well, second and third targets are there. I'm trading 1, 1, and 1. Come on, NASDAQ. I do not care for the long yet. Can't get above this 10, 12 area. Come on. Got 3 buyers here. I got a huge sequential decline. There we go. Almost a first target, 7 handles. Target filled. This bot on the bottom, this NASDAQ bot on the bottom, will now trail indefinitely, right? My third target is simply open. Looks like we're going back to VWAP. Working through this inventory, back to VWAP. Right, they're buying them back. Let me go to a bigger chart.
Target filled.
Second target filled on the Russell. 1 remaining contract at 66 ticks. Bots are now up 925 pending the outcome of these 2 trades. I'm cinching that up to first target. 7 handles. I'm locking in $140, give or take. Okay. Bots took a losing trade on gold. First trade was up 700 and change. Didn't go to target. Went to a losing trade. We then got the gold short. We've got the Russell. And we've got the NASDAQ bot trades on. NASDAQ has hit third target at 16 3/4 handles. Damn, this NASDAQ. Did not have this trade long, guys. ES right back to where it started. Where are you short from? Where are you short from? Okay. So what should happen here? We should fail at or near VWAP.
Gold futures are trading down 1%. Crude is up about 1% ahead of the DOE inventory numbers. We saw the API numbers last night. We do have supply ahead of us as well today.
I'm just moving targets out, guys. I've moved. This should drop back to 16, maybe 07. Come on, let's go back. I don't have a trade yet, fellas. I missed the long. I didn't have the long. NASDAQ runner currently up 300 bucks. I'm going to cinch this up to second target. So the bot's doing its job. At the conclusion of these two trades, the bots will be up over 1,000 again on 4 trades. A losing gold trade, a winning gold trade, a winning Russell trade, and a winning NASDAQ trade. Down to 500.
Top fill.
Okay, out in the Russell. Bots are at 1,010, positive. NASDAQ, I'm going to cinch up to third target. And if it takes me,
Top fill.
that's it. 1315 currently on the bots. 4 trades, 1315, positive. Yeah, I missed that, boys. I missed it. Gold is coming down again. I don't have a trade on gold yet. Here comes the NASDAQ rolling over. Whichever one fires first, George. Whatever goes first. There's no system. And again, no disrespect, but 12 minutes into the session when I'm trading is probably not the time for me to be doing education. NASDAQ support was 15. Damn it. All right, guys. If we come up through VWAP, we've got to get above 28. I really want to see it pull back to 98 for another long. Let's see here. There we go. We're through 28. Just be patient, guys. I'll find trades. I missed this long. Thought we were coming down further. I still think we will today. I still think we're going to see 555 at some point. Gold looks like it's going to dump again. 4,800 sellers in gold. It's just sitting. Boy, gold just doesn't look good. New day low by a tick. I'm watching this gold for a bounce, fellas. You see this green area on the order flow? That's all a buy zone. If it holds 52.3, if it breaks below 52.3, we could come 38.5. But we're into a buy zone.
Order filled.
All right, guys, we got a long on one of the bots. I don't know where. ES on this small Unirenko. This real small Unirenko. Gold, you can try a gold long. Off the bottom here. Back up into 58.4 on gold. 58.2, 58.3. Damn it, I missed this NASDAQ. Come on, gold, what are you going to do? Gold's got to get through 56.2. Come on, gold. It's trying. This is a waste of time. This ES. Slow market, guys. In the ES, gold is slow as well, but I think gold gets you to close to 58. If we're going to sell, it's going to be up near there.
5 minutes down to the top of the hour data. Jones top opening for October expected 6.3 million.
NASDAQ's trying to push through its 50 period on a 15-minute.
Inventories October 5 reading expected 0.9%. Preliminary. Also looking out for Bank of Canada rate.
We could go 650 area again on the NASDAQ. God, I missed that. Can't believe it. We went green delta. We'll be dipped in dog dew. Gold looks like it's going to fail again. It's too shallow a pullback to short for me. I would need it up here with that delta. I would want to see that as a target on the long and then the failure short. Still think it bounces in here. What are you doing? Yes, I got nothing. We have Jolt's job openings at 10. God dang it. Here comes gold to that, I think that 36.6. YM is hanging in there. This may be your long on the YM 230, 233. See if we come down to 12. This ES is going absolutely nowhere. One tick.
It's 0.9%. Canada expect to keep rates hold 0.25%. Decision. Mid-20s. It's just adjustment seconds. $6.65. Nearly above 6.
I sold 53.8 and closed it. Ray, how about that?
Build.
Now this ES just went into a small short.
Continues at its dollar CAD down about 27 tips, but a slight uptick now in dollar CAD, probably the Bank of Canada.
Gold's turning back up. Maybe back to 52.3. Jolts was a beat. Mm-hmm. ES won't get to target here on that bot. Again, this is a very small Unirenko. Come on. Come on, NASDAQ, drop down.
Target filled.
There's we got to 17 quarter. Come on, 17, 16. Oh, NASDAQ, guys. We're short NASDAQ on the bot. ES is almost to first target here on this little Unirenko. Okay, guys.
Stop filled.
Stop filled there.
Please click on your Trade the News tab now to activate your global FX.
Bots are up 1577.50. Gold can go back to 52.3. 52.3. We're consolidating sideways here. NASDAQ 96. If we break that swing low from earlier this morning, we're coming down to 55. 555. Gold is trading in a box trade, which I don't dig. This breaks out the bottom, we could sell again. There goes NASDAQ into that small little buy zone. ES broke that 3/4. Guys, NASDAQ's going to get hit again. We're coming back into the low of the day. 555 is the target. 556. NASDAQ took that swing low.
Around here, NASDAQ in the red, now the S&P giving back most of the gains following these comments attributed to Senate Majority Leader McConnell on the stimulus outlook.
Something from McConnell on the stimulus outlook. That's what's happening here. Anybody short the ES? Anybody take that ES short? Is there anybody short ES? Okay. I have a target at 96. 97 first target. 97 first target. Anybody short this NASCrack? It's coming to 556. It's coming to 556. ES is coming. Gold is still hanging in there. Hasn't gone to my stop. Okay, here NASDAQ's coming to 556 area. And then 39 possibly. Something about stimulus. I didn't hear the whole comment. Target hit ES. ES target 1 hit. 96. ES target 1 hit. You guys can move your stop to break even. Next target down, 86. 10 handles from here. 86. On the ES, 86 next target. You guys can move your stop to break even, which is, 3-4 area, depending on where you jumped in. NASDAQ is coming down. 56 if you're short NASDAQ, 5-6. Whale of a trade on both of these. Whales. Come on, NASDAQ. Come get that. I told you it's coming to 56 earlier today. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. 56. Give me 56. There's nowhere for this to bounce. Middle of nowhere. It is literally in the middle of nowhere.
City of Baltimore to close indoor and outdoor dining.
City of Baltimore to close indoor, outdoor dining. Natural gas is getting a bid. Where would my stop be now on NASDAQ? I don't know, 92, 87, 92. Where are you short from, Paul? This is going to come down, fellas. Next candle in 1 minute. They bought some of this back, but not much. Yeah, my stop would be about there, 92. Look at, guys, if you're in the money, take, if you're trading multiples, you can always take some risk off. I still think we've got 20 handles plus in this. But again,
U.S. Secretary of State Pompeo saying that China is poisoning the well of U.S. speaking at the Georgia Institute of Technology.
come on, break down, buddy. We just put in a newer low and bounced. You can drop stop to 87. I don't want to bounce long here. I'm not looking for longs yet. I don't want to see this above 83. 83.50, 84. I still think we got to see 56. That's the area I'm looking that's the area I'm looking at for a long. Lower yet. Right down here, 56. NASDAQ does not look healthy. On your runners, trade them all as you see fit. ES, NQ. You see the stupid gold. Gold's got to get above that 47.1, that line still. Dollar index traded all the way up to the third standard deviation, is trying to pull back. That's where I'd be out on the NASDAQ at this point. This could trade back up into this mess here. There are no buyers. I still haven't gotten my target at 55, 10 handles off. That's where I wanted the long. Let me take a look at another chart. I want to see natural gas. Natural gas is trading up into a mess. Crude inventories in 12 minutes. I'll watch crude on the inventories. Come on, gold, let's go. Get above that 47.1. Guys, give me 1 minute. One NASDAQ long 06, 07, 08. I'll give you your stop. It's 80, 85, 85. First target I've given you somewhere up around 23. Come on, NASDAQ, let's go. Quit screwing around. There we go. Come on. Come on, NASDAQ. Boy, it's volatile today. Utterly crazy.
Order submitted.
Break up here. Give me a new candle. There it is.
Order canceled.
Come on. 23 first target, 23 to 25 area. Come on, NASDAQ. Got small buyers. 85 is your stop. Come on, rat dog. Move stop to 92. Move stop to 92. Come on, NASDAQ. If you guys want a more conservative first target, you can take it off about 19. I'll give you roughly 10 handles, maybe a little better depending on where you got in. There's 18. Come on, dog. And then final target, or at least next target. We're just pushing some resistance right here. Next target up, 41. 41. Okay, so I don't have it short, no. There's VWAP, 19.5. That's a more conservative first target. I have 21, 22, 23 area on a quick pop of VWAP. But again, if you wanted a more conservative first target, VWAP. I do not have gold in a short, no. I have gold. If gold, it did not go to my stop yet. If gold gets above that 47, it's going to that target at 52 area. It's got to get 47.1. Come on, NASDAQ. I moved to 92, but being as we have first target, give or take, depending on where you took your first target. If you guys want to take your money off, take it. If you want to take ticks, take your money, period. We didn't break VWAP. We don't expect to with a negative delta, at least on the first attempt, but I think we're going higher. No, Edward. Depends on, I mean, I'm looking at a 5-minute order flow. If you're looking at a 60-minute or a 15 range, they're going to give you different trades, right? You took profit at 18. Okay. Guys, if we get above 19.5, we're, you know, that VWAP 20 area, we're going. Again, this market's been NASDAQ, you know, it reacted to something about stimulus. I didn't hear the comment. Crude in a couple of minutes. I'm watching NASDAQ. Let's see what we get on crude. It's got to get up through VWAP, 19.75. Next 15-minute candle is in a minute and a half, and we may get it on that next burst. Come on, NASDAQ. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Get above that 1975. Gold is turning back up. For those of you still patiently holding gold. I'll watch crude. I'm watching NASDAQ on another chart. If we can get above VWAP, call it 21, 40 is the next level. Gold has to get back above 45.8. Woo wee. Look at crude. I haven't heard it yet. There it is. Plus 15.2 million barrels. Good God Almighty. Big miss on distillate. 15.2 million on crude. Wow. That's a humongous miss. Humongous. Huey-mungus. You got a short on the bot. Let's see what happens here. There's no way they can take this long. No way in hell. 15 minutes. We got an unfinished auction down here at 43. There's no way this can go long, fellas. Well, it's crude. Never mind. It can do whatever it wants to do, I guess. And usually does. It's a humongous miss. Humongous. Another EU official. Likelihood of a no deal increasing. UK position is so far at this stage, likelihood of a deal at this stage is low. Here goes gold. Here goes gold. Back above my entry. There's 47. Come on, pop 47.1. Anybody still holding GC? Anybody still holding GC? Okay, it's been painful. Did not go to my stop, but you're in the money. If you guys want ticks and you don't like holding it, take your ticks. You're in the money again. My entry was around 46. If you guys don't like holding it, take your dough. I can't believe there's even buyers in here. Utterly impossible. Just impossible. 15 million barrel miss. Only crude. You guys can take a YM long right here. YM long. There it goes. Here goes your NASCRAC-a-loony. Here goes NASCRAC. If you guys held it, you got your first target, 22.23. It hit 22.25. If you held for that target. You have money in the NASDAQ, guys. You have to trade them now as you see fit. We're not getting any quick moves, but I do have the next level up around 40, 41. But with no deal Brexit, there goes gold, 48. You're up $2 on gold now for those of you that exercise some trading patience. There's 48. Target is 52 from 46. That'd be $6 trade. Here comes the bot on crude. Come on, one tick? Seriously? One tick. Come into the day low. Come on, don't be a stink face. Give me that target. Come on. There it is.
target filled.
First target filled. 52. That's first target. 52. And then completely free. As always, trade them as you see fit. Look at this gold. I mean, crude. Told you there's no way it can go long. No way. First target on YM is 220. 220. 220. I put this break even in a couple. Guys, this has to sell off. It's too big a myth. I wouldn't even consider longs on. Come on, NASDAQ. God. That stinking gold got to 51. My target was 52. Nonetheless, it's a $5 trade. $5 trade. Not 5 ticks, not 50 tick trade. Still think we get to 52. Here comes crude. If you guys want to take money in gold, take it. I could be off by a few ticks. I think we get it, 52. But again, it went 51. I'm off by 10 ticks, but it's still $5. That is not a trade you will let go to zero and not make money. You can put your stop at 46 where you got in. You still have 30 ticks in it. If you want to take some risk off, it's a big trade. Come on. We're building a wedge on YM. It's got to get up through 199, 199, and then we go to 28. You got out at 51, okay? Take some risk off on GC, fellas. It's still a buy, but take some risk off. Make some money. YM, I'm not digging the price action here. We got up to 98 and it didn't break up into VWAP. We're pulling back in NASDAQ as a short. YM, if it gets up through 83, we could trade back into 96. I would get out of YM. It should have broken up from here. We got above the 1 standard deviation. I'm going to move target. We've hit second target on crude. Right? So now I'm trying to milk it for 67 ticks. Bots are up 1,947.50. And I'm going to move this down to first target. I'm not giving back anything more than the 19 ticks. Small loss in YM. We're rolling. NASDAQ's a short. Got a short now on Russell. Crude will probably take me out at that 19 ticks. Bots are killing it today. Can't believe I missed my first target on gold. I don't think I do, though. Eventually it gets there. NASDAQ short, guys.
Stop filled.
Out on crude. Puts the bots at 2127.50. 2127.50 with this Russell trade. I want to see NASDAQ come back down to 80. Dollar is strong today. NASDAQ's coming down to 80. So it should come down to 78, 9, 80 area. If anybody's short NASDAQ, here comes your NASCrack. First target, 81. 81, first maybe 82. Come on, NASDAQ, sell them. They're still selling them. 82, first target. Come on. We should come back down into here. Look at this stupid thing. Bounces in the middle of nowhere. And I think, I mean, listen, if that Brexit goes no deal, I think these markets are going to get utterly annihilated. Annihilated. I would have no interest in a long here. I don't care what it does. You're up 5,300 on your bots. Good golly. Live? Live. Stop on NASDAQ is 13. He's trading between, he's trading 6 contracts. He just said it. 6 cars. 6. This friggin' NASDAQ, man. If it came down to 79.80, Dean settings, that's where I want to be long. 79.80. Come on, NASDAQ. Dump. I want to be long 79.80. That's the area that I have. I'm not, this is, if you look at order flow, we're in the middle of nowhere where it bounced. We bounced here. There's no reason to bounce here at 87. If we drop through that 88, it's coming like a train. Bottom of this box. It's holding the 34 moving average right here at 95-ish. Come on, get your keister down below 94 and then sell. Gold is trying to make another move. If you guys are holding runners, your stop should be break even. And if you're holding contracts on gold, yeah, well, it's still in the middle of nowhere, Michael. Based on order flow, there's no trade there. It has to come down further. It's trying to get to 600. It's trying to hold the whole number. That's what it's trying to get back above the whole number. These are the trades that nauseate me. These slow trades. It's hanging around the whole number. I still don't have a trade for me. Unless it's got to pull back further. You piece of crap. Get back down here. It's got to break below 94. Yeah, NQ has been interesting today, to say the least. Come on, get below 94. See how it's holding the buyer balance here at 95? I mean, ES is doing its job. YM is doing its job. Come on, break that 94. Let's go. Yeah, I've shut my bots off too. This is the last trade my bot takes today. This Russell. Bots are up over $2,000. Here goes gold. This stupid. I'm not taking along here, guys. Piece of work. God dang this net. Guys, this NASDAQ is eventually coming back down. It's everything else is selling. YM is selling. Russell is trying to come down. This thing wants VWAP again. Russell's getting smacked here. Yeah, that's what I have. I don't want to see. I mean, I just don't get the NASDAQ today. And I don't get where it turned. It turned in the middle of nowhere. You guys may want to just close this trade. They're buying it. They're buying the NASDAQ. They're buying the NASDAQ. And they bought it in literally the middle of nowhere. Gold is going to that 52 now. If gold gets above that, it goes 55 from 46. If you're still holding gold. Anybody holding gold still? Okay. This freaking NASDAQ. It's the only thing they're buying now. Piece of shoot. I mean, ES was a nice short. Russell was a decent little short. If Russell breaks that swing at 25.3, it's going to get plowed. I'm killing this trade here. I don't care what it does.
Stop, Phil.
I'm out. My bots are all off. 1917 is where I'm at. Gold has to break above 51.1, and you're going to get your 52 area, and then it moves into 55. A target on what? The long side or the short side? I don't have it long. That's if you're short, I have targets. I don't have it long. I don't have a long. I mean, it's long here, but overall, I have it in shorts. You're on your own. If it gets above 23, it can go to 41. I wanted the long at 80, 79.80. That's where I wanted it long. Why we stopped at 87 or whatever the heck we stopped at, I don't know. There's nothing there. 88 we stopped. If this rolls down again, I'm going to short it again. Guys, for today, gold can get you all the way back to VWAP. $52 is my target. Here's 51.3, right? So 52 is the next target. Those of you guys with extreme patience. And then 55 and then 58 half. ES, I like long somewhere between 94 and 96, that little two-handle area. And that stopped as well. Stopped at 97.25. Gold hit 51, looks like 7. Russell's coming back down. I think Russell's, and I think this rolls too. got a small support, 5-minute support at 08 and then 06. Come on, gold. Give me that 52. Come on, gold. You got 51.7. Come on, 3 more ticks. We hit 52. 52.4. Got 52. You guys want to move your stop on gold from 46. You can move it to 48, maybe even 49. Lock in 3 points. Next level up is 55.5, and then 58.7 VWAP. Still got a lower high here. Shoot him out, Chris. Nice day. Great job. Come on, down to 75. Fellas, it's got to come down here for me to consider the long. And it still won't break. I mean, this thing is hanging its feet out the window, threatening suicide, and then it changes its mind. Here we come. Seriously. I mean, it's just playing with us. You know, volume's a little on the light side. Let me just check what NYSE volume is today. 1030. Where is it? 7% above on the New York Stock Exchange. Natural gas is longs. I can see it on the chart. You're long gas. You're long gas. You're welcome, James. Have you Have you beat your all-time high yet, though? Natural gas is longs, fellas. No, we got to get you there. This NASDAQ is just torturing me today. It will not come down into here where I like it for the long. It just won't come down. There's nothing I can do other than watch this thing chop around and break my chops. All right, gold got to 53.5. Anybody take it around 51.5 on gold? Anybody take gold? Look at this, right back up. Still long? Okay, Gary. All right, guys. Gold's next target up, guys, is 55. And then final target, 58.5 maybe on the day back at VWAP. Now, that could be 4 o'clock today. Get down here. Natural gas target 1 is 93. Here we go. Come on, breakdown. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It stopped again. About 11 minutes, 10.5 minutes left into Europe. There we go. This is my coming into my where I like it for longs on NASDAQ now. Little more, little moss. Come on. One downdraft. Come on. No, not here. There we go. Come on. Gold might get you 55 before we get rid of Europe. All we need is 17 ticks. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Double bottomed here at what, 80? 87.5? It's not going to hold. It's not going to hold. We may bounce now. I'd still like to see 75 tagged, but this may be the bounce back to 94. Long to 94. But the next move below that is going to take it down. Look at gold, 53.8, fellas. 55 is first target. Come on, gold. I gave that at 51.5. That was the second gold trade. Gold is treating us very fairly today. There's 54. Come on, if you're in from 51.5, you should be 49. Where would you put your stop? You're well into the money. Here comes that 94. Come on, let's go gold. 54.8, 2 ticks from that first target, for gosh sakes. Come on, 55. Come on. You're up 8,400 today. Nice job, Ray. I mean, guys, whatever I didn't make on NASDAQ, I more than made up on gold today. Gold's going to end up at VWAP at the end of the day. Mimi, your stop can be 51. 51. $54.9. I got 55 to the tick-a-rooney. I got 55 to the tick on gold. Now your next target is 58.5. Anybody that's holding gold, 58.5. This NASDAQ is just... Guys, if NASDAQ catches the low of the day at 66, we could see 40. Stop on natural gas. 54. All it's got to do is pop 86. My first target is 94. Maybe 96 first target. 96. And then free. We still have an unfinished auction. Look at, watch natural gas between 2 and 2:30. That's usually when they move it. Nobody's paying attention, right? Energy closes at 2:30. That's your final target is 31, 531. Well, got the 94 target. And gold has hit 55.1. So first target, everybody should be out 55.1. NASDAQ can now trade back to 17 if it can get any mojo. This is a bull flag here, back to 15. All right, fellas, let me quickly do totals. I forgot all about it. Here is the bot totals. Bots are off. Bots today did 1,917 and 50 cents. 1917.50 for the day on the bots. Mine are all off. 1917.50.